Alright, sup YouTube, here we are doing this whole thing today. So yeah, we are now officially 10 weeks out from the Natural Pro Card attempt. And with that, we're just going to be making some breakfast, we're going to be doing a little Q&A. So overall, going to try to prop this up right there we go. So yeah, overall, should be a pretty nifty little vid. And yeah, I'm very excited to, be doing this whole thing. It's cool. I mean, for me, YouTube is like, it seems like a big deal because, it's like TikTok, oh, just make a quick little vid or something. But admittedly, like, I don't know, TikTok, I haven't been vibing with it. I feel like it's been kind of stifling my creativity because I need to kind of choose more like my monetization over my more or less personality. It's just not really it for me right now. But, we're out there making moves, doing things, and we're having a good time with it. And that's what we shoot for. So it would be cool if this YouTube thing could pop off a little more than everything else. That way, it's like, cause I'd rather do long form content. I'd rather do stuff like this because I mean, when I get to just kind of sit down, chat with the camera, chat with viewers and stuff, whether it be on a live or something like that, I get more enjoyment out of everything. It's just like it's legit because this just seems like, I mean, when you're on TikTok and you're posting the crappy slides and photos and the trends and stuff, it's just all mundane, lame stuff. So, maybe YouTube will be the way to go. We'll see how this whole thing plays out. But yeah, appreciate y'all who are watching. Let's get cooking. Let it be known, even though this was a Crown Royal glass, I don't do any of that drinking stuff, especially with prep and everything. So let's get some egg whites up in this brioche. Alright, now we apply the egg whites to the pan. Ba-boom. Alright, cool. So while those are frying up, I'm gonna get some yogurt ready so I have something to eat while I'm reading these questions. But like low-key though, the yogurt blueberry combo for breakfast, it's so good. I don't know, it's the best little treat to start up the day off with. So for me, it's probably one of my favorite things that's a part of my meal plan, mind you. There ain't a lot of food in my meal plan, but that's kind of the whole point of the cut and everything. And overall, we're doing pretty solid at that. Of course, things aren't the easiest ever, but hey, no one ever said bodybuilding was easy. And if someone did say that, then they're dumb. And they should shut up. Because they aren't actually bodybuilding in that case. But anyway, this yogurt, let's go with the gurts. Let's gurt. Something like that. Alright, and we gotta get 100 grammages of this stuff, which is awesome. Alright, there we go, 1 hundo on the money. Lucky me. And then the best part, the addition of the blueberries, which will be awesome, which will be fun. Like, any kind of frozen blueberries just with yogurt is a cracked combination, and I will always enjoy it. And 60 grammages of these bad boys. Here we go. Come on. Yeah. Alright, there we go. And then because I am honestly just a child, I can't really do just, like, plain yogurt by itself, and I think a lot of people can't really do plain yogurt by itself because just how bleh it is. So we're gonna take some 0-cal water flavoring and spritz her up a little bit. It adds a nice amount of flavor and stuff, makes it a lot more bearable to eat, and it's like a parfait or something, which is nice. So now right there, our lovely murdered blueberry little mix we got, bam, and the eggs are still cooking. Alright, the yogurt is done. Now into the Q&A. So I've just then pulled up on my laptop. So we have Lane who asks, what inspired you to pursue bodybuilding? Now that's a freaking phenomenal question. And I think a phenomenal one to start out with for the first Q&A. So for me, what inspired me to pursue bodybuilding was just the fact that you know, a lot of my life, I haven't been necessarily the best at sports and stuff. So, a lot of this kind of comes to, like, how I found bodybuilding. And that was just, I was just looking to work out, lift some weights, stuff like that. And then, weirdly enough, as I was doing that, the people who, you know, would give, I think, the best advice happened to be bodybuilders and stuff like that. Because, you know, Masters of Hypertrophy and Science and stuff. So, I found pages like Josh Nabby, Cody DL, TNF on TikTok and stuff. It's like, okay, big muscles, these guys lift, very cool. And then, you know, from them, it's like, I start hearing more talk about, you know, Olympia stuff. All of a sudden, I'm hearing about this C-Bum guy, and I'm like, who the hell is that? And it's like, oh, there's a sport of, you know, just putting on muscle? That's kind of nifty. I didn't think of it too much to begin with, because, you know, I was training for a marathon at the time. Then, so I started lifting, and then, you know, I went to, like, okay, I'm going to try a bulk. I'll put on muscle. That way I'll have more muscle when I cut back. You know, to run and stuff, because I was a runner prior to bodybuilding. And I saw that, and, you know, I bulked up, and I looked at myself, and I'm like, excuse me. And I looked at myself, and I'm like, oh, I could do something with this. So I kind of took it and ran. So February of 2023 is like when I kind of dedicated myself. I'm like, I'm going to do a bodybuilding show. Yeah, we're going to do a bodybuilding show. And that was about the thing. What inspired me was the fact that it was something that I guess I just had a little bit of a knack for right off the bat. Because, I mean, I don't know if I said this earlier, but, you know, athletically, I've never been the most inclined. I wasn't the best runner. I got some college offers, but nothing crazy. But yeah, no, phenomenal question. What's been the hardest part of your bodybuilding career so far? Asks Rigid Pipe Wrench. So, hardest part of my bodybuilding career so far, this prep. This prep has been very, very interesting, because, I mean, there's just a lot on top of it, because, like, right now, working with different companies, trying to, like, make a living through this whole bodybuilding thing, being a coach and stuff, and, you know, that is not necessarily the easiest thing ever. So it's a struggle trying to get everything, like, really set and good in that regard. And then just having, you know, low food intake on top of that, along with, you know, 45 minutes of cardio at least per day, working out with as much intensity as I can, rampantly taking a lot of caffeine. So if I ever miss my caffeine intake one day, I'm so screwed because the headaches start kicking in. So this is definitely the hardest part so far, and I'm very fortunate to say this is the hardest, because all the things I just said, not the biggest deal ever, which is pretty okay. And we're just gonna switch it up, little angle change. Oh damn, that's editing. That's some cinematography right there. But yeah, no, so this has been the hardest portion, just because, like, I'm dealing with a lot of stuff, you know, financially, along with, you know, just as a bodybuilder, like, is this something I want to really, really do? Do I have the ability to really commit to the bit and get something done here? Because I don't know, life right now, I'm 20. I'm confused as hell with what I want to be doing with my life, and there's no, like, pathway etched out in stone. Like, there's no, like, company being like, hey, come work for us. Hey, there's, like, no one being like, oh, I want you to coach here and blah, blah, blah. So right now, I'm trying to, you know, make myself more or less and things. So we'll see how it goes overall. Today I got to work on more of my business plan for my gym, which I want to start making more videos about. So we'll do stuff like that. All right, and then Kiwi asks, how many times a week should I go to the gym? Oh, damn. So this is a good one. So you go to the gym as many times as you. So let's split this up. If you're just an average person looking, and I don't want to say average like it's a bad thing. It's okay to be normal. If you're just more of a typical person wanting to just get a little fit, you know, have quality of life feel a little bit better, get a little bit stronger, you can go to the gym like 2 to 3 times a week and get good benefits from that, straight up. Of course, like, watch your diet, kind of, like, increase your protein intake a little bit, and you'll see some cool results. You'll be a little bit more toned, and everything will be pretty nifty. So that would be, like, the minimum. I'd personally recommend that everyone try to get in, like, you know, 4 to 5 days a week, just so, you know, maybe, like, getting some cardio, the heart rate's pumping up, that muscle tissue is getting used and built a bit more often. But yeah, so that's how much I'd recommend you go to the gym. However, if you are considering bodybuilding to be something, if you want to maybe put on some, like, more intensive muscle, I highly recommend 5 to 6 days, strictly because you need to be actively working that muscle and really building that lean tissue and stuff. And this also depends, like, what kind of split you're doing. I know people, like, there's the Mike Mentzer way of training, where it's like 72 hours before training, like, in between training splits. There's kind of my rendition where it's like I hit a separate muscle group like each day when I was like bulking. Now there's nowadays where it's like it's a variation of push-pull legs right now, where it's like quads, pull one, pull two, push two, and stuff. So it really does vary. I could make a whole video about my favorite types of splits and the types of splits out there and my opinions on them, but that would be a whole other thing. And then also, Lucky Charms or Cocoa Puffs? Cocoa Puffs all the way. During my bulk, during my maintenance, all that stuff, you bet every morning it would start off chocolate milk and Cocoa Puffs, just slurping that stuff down. It was really fun. And I miss it so much. It's so good, but yeah, that's that. So, that right there is the Q&A portion, and next time I'll be seeing y'all is at the gym for some workout stuff or a pose down. We'll see which one happens.